Salut à tous les popis, c'est Popitox et j'espère que vous êtes tous là. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 18 de L.A Noire. Nouvelle enquête, l'enquête s'appelle le destin du manifeste.
Can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good. Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Bon allez on y va hein. Allez c'est parti. Alors c'est vrai que la voiture est au parking hein. Elle est là. Alors. Est-ce qu'il y a un délit dans le coin? Non.
Can you drive to this one?
Allez tu nous emmènes là-bas et... Tranquillou.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski,
Phelps, back again.
we're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. Get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Bon. D'accord, il y en a là.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation,
Il y a un camp là.
try again.
Cigarette. Des bières. Tout a été mis à sac. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Allumette sûrement. Une bière sans aucune importance. Le corps.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Ah ben, le pauvre.
Catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Le pauvre. Ah. Ici aussi un corps. Alors faire un peu.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Non, rien. La main. Non plus. Non plus. Il n'y a rien. À côté. Ok. Un coffre fort?
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ici là? Une mallette.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument. What's that click?
Another day, another dollar.
Ah. Oh.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Une
Kept his
seringue.
stash close at hand.
De la morphine. Et un ticket. Un ticket pour le Blue Room Jazz Club.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Another day, another dollar.
Ok. Là, y a rien. Là non plus. Y a rien. Non plus. La morphine. J'avais pas arrêté quelqu'un pour une morphine comme ça, poison. Ouais, je connais ça.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Là, y a rien. Ok. Et là?
Army surplus again. A Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Ok. Cigarette. 13 kilos.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Ouais. Même plusieurs années. Des armes. C'est un bar ça.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
Fusil de la guerre ça.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
On va discuter peut-être avec la dame.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, man.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Ok. Bon. Ici, je vais faire le médecin. Légiste.
Another day, another dollar.
Il y a un truc sur la table, non? Non. Bon. On a tout vu, hein. On regarde la carte, il n'y a pas de délit.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine, where are we headed?
Le Blue Rooms. Allez, on y va. Bah alors, t'es où? Bah alors, il est où? Il est où ce con?
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Mais il est où? On l'a perdu de vue ou quoi? Ah, il est là. Ah, quel con. Allez, viens. Ah. T'es coincé derrière la porte, hein. Bon. Écoute, je pars sans toi alors. Voilà. C'est juste à côté.
Three blondes walk into the bar. You think one of them lives.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Bundestumführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Bon. Là, elle est normale.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Putain.
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a
what?
minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Ah voilà, suivre hein. On va voir où elle va nous mener hein.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Voilà. Ça va me mener où ça? Elle ouvre. Ah, elle ouvre. Je crois qu'elle ouvrait pas. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à faire? Me dis pas qu'il va coucher avec elle quand même.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
I'll bring you coffee.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Mickey Cohen, célèbre patron du crime organisé. Quel enfoiré. En plus, putain.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine.
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Putain.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working with the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Ouais, je fais tout, hein, comme d'habitude. Là.
This is the crate we recovered. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hub.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Bon.
He's the cop.
Est-ce qu'il y a un délit? Non, il n'y a pas de délit pour l'instant.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Allez, viens.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
On y va, on y va. Oh putain. Ah, il m'a pas loupé cet enculé. Wow. Il ne m'a pas loupé.
I can't make the shot.
Move, I've got you.
Really hurts.
Ah merde. Putain.
Can't make the shot. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Faut que je monte.
You're covered, Phelps.
Allez, monte. Non.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Voilà. Il est mort. C'est puissant comme arme en plus. Fouille de tireur.
It's one of the BARs.
Chargeur. Alors. Est-ce qu'il a quelque chose dans les mains? Non. L'autre main. Non plus. Là. Non. Je voulais pas son bras. Entre midi et 14h, ok. Attaquer le bus. Garder du tueur.
Phone number and restaurant table.
D'accord. C'est des hommes envoyés par Mickey, ça. Cohen.
That guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Ancien marine, chauffeur de bus à Hollywood.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I don't believe you, Felix. I've got gunmen blasting away at innocent citizens. This is getting out of hand. Is there something you want to tell me?
I appreciate you calling me a liar, detective. You want to prove that I was involved?
Dans le manifeste. Ah merde.
Slide this time. For old time's sake.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, detective.
Bon.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
Buying a story?
Not for a minute.
Je vais appeler le téléphone d'abord.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Bon. Allez, on peut y aller. On va l'interroger parce que bon.
You can drive. Where are we going?
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Ouais. Comme ça. Il y a des choses qui arrivent.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we prefer if you come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Oula.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Pourquoi t'es pas tranquille?
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
T'as autre chose à cacher, hein?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Pourquoi j'ai fait une tête? Kelso il fait une tête. Arme volée.
You heard that a crate of VARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
J'ai un doute.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 VAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Il est pas tranquille, hein.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump. This $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West
Encore?
Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Allez, on y va.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Ah bah il y a encore une fusillade. Putain. Avec chaque les barres volées. Encore.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. No good. We need to get closer.
On va avoir un accident à force.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Guys aren't gonna go quiet. Open fire!
Voilà. Bon, ils sont morts, hein, dommage. Mais bon, on va voir ce qui cache leur corps. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'ils cachent? Je sais pas. Bon. Encore des types de la mafia. Il n'y a rien. Non plus. Rendez-vous de Mickey 21h, New Sheldon, la vingtaine, 75 cheveux noirs.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Non, 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 non. Lâche ça. Encore un bar. Attends. Là, il y a un scandale à la brigade des mœurs. Ça pourrait remonter très haut.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Oh, quel enfoiré! Putain. Que je me méfie de lui là. Là j'ai oublié de voir. Voilà. Autorité du port de Los Angeles. Donc au petit passager. Michael Driscoll, bureau de poste d'Hollywood. David Hendrick. Thomas Tadam. Félix Alvaro. Edward Malgory. Oh putain.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Lui c'est un bel enfoiré lui. Mais bon j'ai pas le choix, je dois travailler avec lui. Y a rien dans le coin.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, where to?
Et c'est quoi là? Qu'est-ce qu'il va... Bon, on va aller au commissariat.
Taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Je sais pas où dois-je aller, mais... Ah pourquoi il m'affiche le... commissariat? Enfin c'est pas grave. On va capter sur les autres trucs.
You can drive.
Fine, where are we headed?
Allez viens on y va. Oh putain.
Getting close and steer him off the tar. It's no good. We need to get closer. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Getting close and steer off the tar.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Voilà. C'est bon. Bon.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Non, au bureau de poste. Allez. C'est le bordel de partout.
Find some cover.
Quoi?
Get me. Kill me, you rat bastard.
Give me some goddamn cover. Throw out the guns.
Il est où?
Around here somewhere.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Voilà. C'est bon, ils sont tous neutralisés.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. Try. It was worth a try.
Ça, il est mort.
God. Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Là. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il a? Il n'a rien à la main. Rendez-vous avec Cohen, Sheldon, plus tard dans la soirée.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire tune with him. Juicy, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has their own way.
Est-ce qu'il y a des délits? Non, il n'y a plus de délits.
Restrained in the face of temptation, Cole.
On va au lieu de rendez-vous, on y va.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Bon. On va voir ce que ça donne, hein. On va voir ce que ça donne, hein. Lieu du rendez-vous.
These rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Let me see. Stay down. Keep moving, I'll cover you. They're making a run for it after them. Find some cover.
Just my fault, out of ammo.
Stay in
Aïe.
cover.
Y'a pas une autre arme? Ouais, ça. Voilà. C'est bon.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Non, pas de...
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Allez, on y va. J'espère que cette histoire c'est bientôt fini là. Il fait 1 heure que je suis dessus. Même 1h05.
Roy, in my office if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm that close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
I'm trying to imagine.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again. Homicide. I mean, you know you
Sheldon.
made it if you got that desk.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Ah oui, je vois qui
He
c'est.
came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir? You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but it's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in L.A. and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep?
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
How do you think this is going to play out, Courtney? It's either going to be you or Jack.
What's this got to do with Jack? Jack would never be involved in anything like this.
But you would.
He has already denied any wrongdoing. Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, folks. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were. You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromise these pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery.
Quoi?
A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you know.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps.
Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until you're bored hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell do you think?
Carrément. Il va m'enculer là. Putain. Et sa femme elle part.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them?
Aïe aïe aïe.
Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Ah merde. Qu'est-ce qu'il a fait comme connerie lui aussi? Con alors. Il a fait le con. Il a trop fait le con. Bon. Bon, du coup les amis, on a fini l'épisode, c'est bien. Tant mieux. Pour qu'un marine comme Félix balance ses copains, il faudrait être subtil et avoir des preuves en béton. Division des mœurs terminée. Vos agissements ont voulu une rétrogradation. Vous allez être affecté à une nouvelle division. Brigade incendie criminel. Ok. Bon. On va voir ce qui va se passer la prochaine mission et après on va se laisser ici. Le gazier. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Ma foi.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Ouais.
Yes, sir. We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, cat.
You do now, Biggs.
Le pauvre.
Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Get out of here. Both of them.
Bon.
Get out!
Hey, I gave his wife a tap.
Du coup les amis, j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à partager, à liker, à vous abonner et bien sûr faites ce que vous voulez. Je vous fais de très gros bisous et je vous dis à la prochaine pour un nouvel épisode sur L.A Noire. Bisous les amis.